U.S. Nimitz aircraft carrier arrived in the South China Sea as North Korea amid tension. Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today's topic is quite significant as tensions rise in the South China Sea. The U.S. Nimitz aircraft carrier has arrived in the region as North Korea remains a source of tension. In this video, we will delve deeper into the significance of this development, the background of the issue, and what it means for the region. First, let's discuss the significance of the U.S. Nimitz's arrival in the South China Sea. The U.S. Nimitz is one of the largest warships in the world, and its presence in the region sends a strong message to both North Korea and China. The U.S. Navy has stated that the deployment is meant to maintain freedom of navigation and support regional security and stability. However, it is no secret that tensions are high in the region, with China making territorial claims over much of the South China Sea and North Korea continuing to test its nuclear weapons capabilities. Now let's take a step back and look at the background of the issue. China has been building artificial islands and military bases in the South China Sea, despite objections from neighboring countries and the U.S. These actions have caused tensions to rise in the region, with the U.S. accusing China of militarizing the area and violating international law. Meanwhile, North Korea has been conducting missile tests and developing its nuclear weapons program, which has led to a series of sanctions from the U.S. and other countries. So what does the arrival of the U.S. Nimitz mean for the region? Some experts believe that it could be a signal to China that the U.S. is willing to use force to protect its interests in the region. Others see it as a response to North Korea's recent missile tests and a show of force to deter further provocations. Regardless of the reason, the deployment of the U.S. Nimitz is sure to increase tensions in the already volatile region. As tensions mount in the South China Sea, the U.S. Nimitz, a formidable symbol of American naval power, makes its presence known. In a world where every move counts, the stakes are high. The South China Sea, a critical waterway connecting the Pacific and Indian Oceans, has long been a hub for geopolitical disputes. But with North Korea's recent provocations and military advancements, the situation has become more precarious than ever. North Korea's aggressive behavior has caught the attention of the world. With numerous missile tests and threats to neighboring countries, the rogue state's actions have heightened concerns about regional security and stability. Enter the U.S. Nimitz, one of the largest and most powerful aircraft carriers in the world. This colossal vessel, a symbol of American naval power, has arrived in the South China Sea as a direct response to North Korea's actions. With its impressive arsenal of fighter jets and advanced weaponry, the Nimitz is a force to be reckoned with. The pilots on board the Nimitz are some of the best trained in the world. These men and women, ready to protect and serve, are prepared to launch into action at a moment's notice. As they patrol the skies above the South China Sea, their mission is clear: deter any potential aggression and maintain peace in the region. The U.S. Nimitz is not alone in its mission. Joined by other U.S. and allied naval forces, this powerful fleet demonstrates a unified front against any potential threats. But will their presence be enough to keep the situation under control? As tensions continue to rise, diplomatic efforts are underway to resolve the situation. Leaders from the U.S., China, South Korea, and other countries are working tirelessly to find a peaceful solution. But with North Korea's unpredictable behavior, the outcome remains uncertain. North Korea reportedly launched short-range ballistic missiles from its eastern coast, which landed beyond Japan's exclusive economic zone, prompting a protest from the Japanese government. This development occurs as the United States dispatches the nuclear-powered aircraft carrier U.S. Nimitz and its accompanying vessels to conduct joint military exercises with South Korea in nearby waters. Both the United States and South Korea claim that the exercises are defensive in nature, with South Korea's defense ministry stating that the presence of the U.S. Nimitz serves as a strategic asset to deter North Korean aggression. The Nimitz and its strike group are set to dock at a South Korean naval base in the southeastern city of Busan on Tuesday. Beginning on Monday, the nuclear-powered carrier, a guided missile cruiser, and 2 destroyers commenced air defense exercises and other drills with South Korean warships near Jeju Island. The South Korean Air Force announced that the 5-day joint aerial exercise will feature live-fire demonstrations of air-to-air and air-to-ground weaponry. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has labeled the exercise an invasion rehearsal, coming just a week after simulating a nuclear counterattack against the United States and South Korea. This is not the first instance of North Korean missiles landing in the Sea of Japan, with one being fired as recently as mid-February. Analysts believe that Pyongyang has launched over 20 ballistic and cruise missiles this year in an effort to leverage its nuclear capabilities for negotiations over sanctions. North Korea has previously stated that any attempt by the United States to intercept one of its test missiles would be regarded as a declaration of war. The country's most recent test involved an underwater attack drone purportedly capable of creating a radioactive tsunami, as reported by North Korean state media. In conclusion, the arrival of the U.S. Nimitz aircraft carrier in the South China Sea as North Korea remains a source of tension is a significant development that underscores the growing tensions in the region. Whether it is meant to counter China's territorial claims or North Korea's nuclear ambitions, the deployment of such a massive warship sends a clear message that the U.S. is willing to protect its interests in the region. We will continue to monitor the situation and provide updates as it develops. Japan buy this $100 million U.S. Transformers helicopter. Japan is known for its cutting-edge technology, from robotics to high-speed trains, but this $100 million U.S. helicopter takes innovation to a whole new level. This is the Bell Boeing V-22 Osprey, a hybrid aircraft that can take off and land vertically like a helicopter, but fly like a plane. But what sets this particular Osprey apart is its custom design, inspired by one of Japan's most beloved pop culture icons, Transformers. The project was a collaboration between Bell Boeing and Japan's own ANA Holdings Incorporated and took over 2 years to complete. And now, this one-of-a-kind helicopter is up for sale to the highest bidder. That's right, you could be the owner of this $100 million Transformers-inspired helicopter. Imagine cruising through the skies in this unique aircraft, turning heads and making a statement wherever you go. It's not just a helicopter, it's a work of art. So if you have $100 million to spare, why not invest in something truly extraordinary? Be the envy of the skies with the Japan-inspired Transformers helicopter.